Hi guys, today I'll be sharing with you how to make 100% cassava bread. This bread is very soft and it tastes really good. Welcome to our channel, Bucky's Touch, where we share all our DIYs, and I am Bucky. And by the way, there's no yeast in this bread at all. So stay tuned. So what I have here is 2 cups of cassava flour, 1 tablespoon baking powder, and 1 teaspoon baking soda. So the dry ingredients are together, and I have 2 tablespoons of honey and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I have my 2 eggs there, my greased bread pan. This is the cassava flour, I'm using the brand, and I'm gonna add some sour cream and also some sea moss gel. I will also put a little bit of my apple cider vinegar, as I don't have lime. I like to cut the freshness of the egg. Well, some of you may be wondering why I'm adding this or adding that. I just like to experiment with things. The fact that I don't have any lime or lemon juice in my home, I decided to use a bit of the apple cider vinegar, but sometimes, yeah. And then now let's begin the magic. So let's add our 2 tablespoons of honey. I've made this bread before, and trust me, it came out really good. That's why I'm brave enough to do this video. And I just created it my own way, because I'm tired of hearing people are selling cassava bread, and then when you buy it, they've mixed it with flour. So this is a brand of baking soda that I used. And then this is my baking powder. Yeah. So I thought, well, let me mix up things and see what happens. So I would say that I created this recipe. And then I have my 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And you see, I add my ingredients. There's a certain consistency that I'm looking for. And depending if the egg is large or whatever I've put in, if I'm satisfied with the way it's looking, because I don't want my bread to be too hard or too light. And I'm adding some milk here. I'm using evaporated milk, but I normally, like the first bread I made, I use coconut milk. I prefer healthy stuff. So this evaporated milk, no, that's not. I'm just using it because that's what's there. Yeah, so we're mixing it up as we put our ingredients, we mix them together. But still, it's still a little bit on the dry side. So I don't want it too hard, and I don't want it like runny. Somewhere in between. The bread comes out really nice when it's not hard and when it's not runny. Yeah, so I've added 1 egg already, and I still not happy with how it's looking. So I'm gonna add the other egg. You know, it's always good to try out new things. So thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Please, if you're visiting this channel for the first time, show me some love and just subscribe to my channel, please. Yeah, so it's getting there. As I'm doing the mixing, then I'm gonna add sour cream. All these things like sour cream not sour cream. I'm gonna add now my apple cider vinegar. Just a teaspoon. Sometimes all I do is just use the cover. I just use the cover of the bottle and just put a little bit. Because sometimes I do smell the freshness of an egg in bread. And I can't stand that. The mixing continues and everything is coming together so nicely. I love this consistency. Yeah, I like it when it's not very runny, but I don't know if it's runny how it will come out. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, the one that I made the last time wasn't runny. So let's drain out the little bit of olive oil and a little bit of honey. So now we're going to add our sour cream. You can put a tablespoon, a teaspoon. It doesn't matter. This is optional. I'm a sour cream lover, so I'll put it in cake, I'll put it in bread. And then I'll also add some simos. But for now, let's just do some mixing. You can't afford to see some sour cream on top of your bread, so mix it properly. But I just like how it's, you know, you see how it's looking. That's how I like my cassava bread. Yeah, so the simos also, I've heard people say that simos is an alternative to yeast, but I don't know. I know simos is healthy, so why not add it to my bread? Yeah, so I don't want to say, well, this is what is helping with the rising, unless if I do another bread where I maybe use simos instead of baking soda and baking powder. Yeah, but I don't want to take that risk. So far, my bread has been going good. And this is the consistency I was looking for, as you can see in the video. Yeah. It's smelling okay. It's smelling really good. So now what I will do is, I think at a closer range, you can see what I was talking about. So I'm gonna now pour it into my bread pan. So my oven is already preheated. So we'll just tap our bread pan so the bread can even at the top and look a little better, not rough. Right now it's looking very rough. So let's tap it, tap it, tap it. That's how it looks. Yeah, excuse me for poor lighting. So let's now. So I baked the bread in a preheated oven for 1 hour and 30 minutes. It was at the lowest heat setting. Look at how this bread is looking. And I cut a slice. Sorry, I didn't show you when I was cutting it because there's nobody to hold the camera for me. It tastes really nice. I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. The bread tastes good. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos, like and share. Goodbye.